Welcome to Ash Mans. On today's episode, we have got some coffee. That's right.
Got that Java.
Anyway, on today's episode, we are going to be covering some YouTube news, talk about some awesome technology that we have discovered that we think everyone around should also discover.
Again.
And, I don't know. I used to be really good with words, and then all of a sudden, I just really wasn't good with words.
The same thing happened to me recently, because I used to be able to, like, I pride myself on having a reasonably extensive vocabulary, and recently, in the past, like, 2 months or so, talking to people, I will, like, go, and then the trail would just get lost. I will lose, I can't get the word, and I have to, like, spend a second or two thinking about it, and then I come up with it, but
oh man,
it's like, why can't I spit this out like I used to?
I was fortunately able to kind of combat it by doing my DJ stuff, because I was able to, I had to get up in front of people and MC, and I had to say everything very clearly, but they made you practice a lot before you went out there. And so, I worked for a company, so they weren't going to have their name on the line because some amateur goes out there and screws everything up. So, yeah, they definitely made me do a lot of practice.
MC!
P-Pants.
MCP Pants.
MC P-Pants, it's MC Chris on Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
What? I thought you were just, like, playing around.
No, dude, have you ever seen the character?
MC P-Pants!
MC P-Pants is the giant spider in a diaper who raps. He's pretty good.
He's in a rap nid.
Oh! In other news, which I'm sure a lot of people have already heard about, H3H3 Productions recently did something about it. It's been going all over Reddit, all over Twitter, all over everywhere. And that is the Counter-Strike Go gambling websites. In particular, there are two YouTubers. It seems to have been exposed as being fraudulent. It is TmarTn and TheSyndaciteProject. I can't say that I'm a journalist, so I don't have all the information. I'm merely reporting on other YouTube videos that I've seen that have done more extensive research. I'll link to some of them in the description. Apparently, TmarTn and TheSyndaciteProject have owned this website called CSGOLotto.com. They started it up, they've owned it the entire time, and they've also at the same time been making videos about how to win money on their own gambling site.
They make videos telling people how to win money on the site that they host.
On the site that they host, that they run, that they set the algorithms for, that they set up all of this stuff. And so they could easily be setting it up to where they win really big.
I was about to say, like, have these methods that they give people to make money on their site, has that worked for those people? Or has it just been, oh, I'm sorry, you had a stroke of bad luck. Try next time. This is raking in all the...
Yeah, well, that's the thing, is it's kind of a coin flip thing. I don't know exactly how it works, because I'm not interested in doing this. But from what I understand, there are skins that you use on Counter-Strike that cost real money. However, you can get these skins. Either you can pay for the skins, or you can play this lottery game in Counter-Strike Go that costs money, where you just practically spin a slot machine. And it'll land on what you get. And you get a rare chance of getting something extremely expensive, up to several $1,000s for a skin. And then you can then take these and you can sell them legally. And that's pretty much how they do it. These skins are, in effect, acting as chips, as like poker chips, or as coins for gambling on the CSGOLotto and other websites as well. The big problem with this is, in particular, CSGOLotto, and that's because of the extremely unethical behavior that TmarTn and TheSyndaciteProject have done of not diverging, not letting people know very clearly that they own these sites, and yet still showing videos of them gambling on them, showing them winning, which were probably all fake and set up in order to get other people to gamble on it. It's just like a really strong advertisement that's very, very unethical. And that's the best case scenario with this. Worst case scenario, they're literally gambling on their own site and winning these games illegally. Absolutely illegal gambling right there. I doubt they're doing that. My guess is they were just trying to get the really good advertising that's still in a very unethical manner.
Everybody likes to win.
Yeah. And add on top of all that, these websites, they don't have, I mean, it's a website, so if you can say that you're over 21, but you can be as young as, on some of the terms and conditions, 13 years old in order to be on the site to begin with.
So they made a cyber casino, basically.
Pretty much a cyber casino that kids can use.
There's all kinds of things.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on this? What is your gut reaction? How does this make you feel?
Shady. Definitely shady. I understand the motives behind them doing what they're doing because obviously they want to get views. Obviously they want to get subscribers. We want to get subscribers. But the difference between us and them is that we don't create an online casino.
They're not.
Make
the
people
casino
think that
is
they
way
can come there
bigger
and
than
win
that.
money just to entice them in, while at the same time they
Yes.
built the algorithms and they may or may not keep it.
Ooh,
Yes,
man!
there's all kinds of
These
stuff
casino
they can
sites is like a $2.5 billion industry.
Actually, yeah.
This is a huge industry. This is not something that you just. These are people that have 2.5 million, 4 million subscribers. You know, or I don't know the exact numbers. They have millions of subscribers. These are people with millions of subscribers, and so they're not looking necessarily for more subscribers to make their. These videos aren't to be entertainment. These videos are to make billions of dollars in this billion-dollar industry.
Right. I remember I was talking to Blacktop Nomad, and she showed me a documentary where cyber gambling, it was like, it had a golden age. It was, I can't remember what it was. It was like the 90s or something.
Yeah,
Back when the internet first started getting really huge. And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it looks like that's kind of what they're doing here.
Yeah, they found a loophole and are doing it. They claim they're doing it 100% legally. And maybe they are putting through extra things, but the thing is, it's a brand new industry because of the way they're doing it, and so there's just a lot of things that are going to need to be worked out. Online gambling has been a problem for this reason, and they probably are just going to need to shut down. That's my guess.
Shut down.
Yeah, if they get shut down, that's going to screw up their entire careers. That's going to make it so it's going to be way harder for them to find people that will trust them and want to do business with them again.
Absolutely. Man, that would ruin them.
That would suck.
Goodness gracious.
That would be That would be shita. Okay.
Mushrooms.
Yes. And anyway.
Wait, do it again. And next.
Anyway. Next anyway.
That's cool. We said different things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Samsung is creating a product. We all know about the cell phones. We all know about the tablets, the TVs, the smartwatches. But Samsung is making a surfboard.
a surfboard.
And guess what it's called?
Guess what it's called? Yes, that's right.
The Galaxy Surfboard.
The Samsung Galaxy Surfboard.
The Samsung Galaxy Surfboard.
Galaxy Surfboard. What? What are they thinking?
Freaking surprised. If I don't surf, but if I was a surfer, I would be all over this because it's pretty bodacious. Like,
I know very little about it. I know a little bit more about something called the Samsung Welt. We're really into tech, and Samsung seems to be pretty ahead of the game right now. A smart belt. It'll automatically tell what your waist size is, and it'll adjust accordingly. It'll match up with an app on your phone. So if you like overeat, it'll tell you, oh, there's more tension on your belt, and it'll loosen it for you. The crazy thing about it is, yes, it's called the Samsung Welt. Oh man, they seem to be ahead of the game when it comes to technology, and way behind the game when it comes to names. Yes.
You know, the name for a wound on your back that comes from being whipped
By a belt.
By a belt. I have a welt. Because,
Anyway, yeah. But I think the surfboard sounds a lot cooler. I'd probably buy it. Wait, buy or not buy?
If I was a surfer, I would definitely buy it.
If you're a surfer, but you're not a surfer.
Then I wouldn't buy it.
I
Not
wouldn't buy
because
it
I don't
either.
believe in the product.
I think it's good,
but
yeah,
because I wouldn't
exactly.
use it or couldn't
If we
use
were
it.
surfers, we would buy it.
As long as I determined what the return policy was. So just in case it sucked, I could take it back because that's not going to be cheap.
So, I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, I made a whole bunch of movies.
Me too. Or
Yes.
tried to. They were more like short films, very amateur short films, but that was back
Short
when.
films of fish. Yes, mine were short films of fish. Literally, I pooped in every one of them. Every one of them. No, not true.
Back when we had like the video cameras that were cassettes, we had to like rewind at just the right time, or as good of a time as we could, and hit record and then do it again. There was no editing.
Oh man, dude, here's what I had to work with. Tell
me.
There was this old, I forgot what it was called. It was an old video camera. It was made for kids. Like my first video camera or something like that. It was just this really shitty black and white camera that you had to plug into the VCR and record directly through the VCR.
Man.
And here's the thing, the sound didn't even work. So I had to get another separate cassette recorder and record the sound, and I'd have to put it all together, and then I would have to play them both at the same time in order to have the film actually go right. And the timing of the audio would be off, and so I would have to pause the audio for a quick second every now and then in order to make sure that it stayed on. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. Do you have any memorable films that you made?
Yes. When my little brother was like 5 or 6 probably, that was around the time when the Spider-Man movies had come out, and I was a Spider-Man fanatic. So because I had an actor that was willing to do pretty much anything I told him to, I made him a Spider-Man costume and like the mask and everything. I would play the music because I bought the Spider-Man soundtrack for the original, the one with Tobey Maguire, the first one, and I would play that music in the background and like make the camera go in here, and like my little sister would be like the damsel in distress or whatever. I'd set the camera up and I'd pretend I was like stealing from her, and then he would come in and do his little thing, and I'd be like, and then he would take her away or whatever. It was a lot of fun. There's another one where
That sounds adorable.
you know the little Lego contraptions with the button that you could shoot the missile with?
Yes,
So,
those are awesome.
I used there's a part in the Spider-Man movie where the Green Goblin's flying through on his glider in that big festival thing. I used that music while flying the camera around and then like getting really close, and then right when this big crescendo and a cymbal crash came in the music, I would like shoot the missile at this Lego car or whatever.
Nice.
I would love to find that footage again just to see, because that'd be awesome. That's the main things that I remember from. Oh man, I'm not gonna talk about that right now. That one's embarrassing.
I'll say my embarrassing one.
Okay,
If you say your
we'll
embarrassing
divulge.
one.
Let's divulge.
All right,
Okay.
all right. So I didn't only shoot, action stuff and getting into fake fights, choreographed fights, and running through. Oh yeah, we'll totally do some of that.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we're pretty much kids, is what I'm saying. We're still kids, and we're doing that again. Is what we're getting at with all this. Except for we're not doing what I'm about to say. I did. We're not doing that again. Want to make that clear. I didn't just make action films and whatnot. Across the street, there was a friend of mine named Redacted. She was right at my age. And we were right at the age where you start being
Getting
curious.
interested, yeah.
And I guess you could say I shot my first amateur porn.
What?
All that it was literally we got naked and then we jumped up and down and I like watched each other's butts jiggle because we didn't know what we were doing. We were just curious. We were just jumping up and down. And it was this film that I remember watching. I distinctly remember seeing both of our naked butts just bouncing on the screen.
Isn't this fun? Yeah. Oh man.
All right, there's my embarrassing story. Now you go.
Mine. Okay, I can't remember how old it was. I was probably like between 9 and 11. Singing in the Rain with Gene Kelly, like the musical, with the tap dancing. For whatever reason, I developed an obsession with tap dancing in that movie because I don't know why, but I just watched it over and over and over again. So I thought I could do it too. I was like, yeah, we'll just do it'd be great. and I had nobody else that I could film with at the time, so I played every character. I had my sister hold the camera, my older sister hold the camera, and it started off with, oh man, this is so embarrassing. Looking at me on the driveway, doing like the whole like thing, and then somebody came up.
Could you actually tap dance?
No.
Okay. This completes the scene. All right, go on.
Right. It does get, yeah. I couldn't, no. No. I have no fundamental knowledge
It wouldn't
of
have
this
been
whatsoever.
embarrassing otherwise.
So, an imaginary person came up to me, who I voiced, and then, like, I carried on a conversation with myself about being propositioned to go be a secret agent in combat, dude. And then I proceeded to cut to like, because my dad had like my dad's like an expert with wood. Anything to do with wood, he can do it. So he made me like this rifle because I was also obsessed with Splinter Cell at the time, and it showed several like combat scenes of me like making my own gun sounds, shooting at no one, and getting hit several times. And after that, it was
That's
like
awesome.
the scene where I like retired and just decided to quit.
Honestly, while
Oh,
both of these are embarrassing, I think these are both kind of awesome in their own way.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, that was fun.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, that would be awesome. And
Absolutely.
if you have ever made any videos or movies or filmmaking in your younger days, leave it in the comments. We'd love to hear. And I guarantee, you know what, I challenge you. Tell us something that's worse, more embarrassing than what we made.
Good luck.
Please do, I challenge you. I bet you can. I bet you can.
Oh man. So, thank you so much for watching.